when we wanna come closer. Don't tell a million.
Welcome back to Loc Jewelry Spotlight, your source for all things Loc Jewelry. I'm your host, Tiffany Parr, and today we will be looking at Loc Jewelry spirals in this particular part of the series. So if you're not familiar with Loc Jewelry Spotlight, this is a series where I create videos based upon different jewels in my collection that have all the same characteristics. So in these videos, we'll be looking at 5 different things. We'll be looking at the stones chosen and color variations, collection, sizes, category and style, and price range. So I hope you enjoy this little microcosm of Loc Jewelry that I've chosen today, and I will also be talking about what's featured in my hair, also what I'm currently wearing. And I'll also demonstrate how to put some of these on using my Loc Jewelry applicator. All right, here we go. First, we'll be looking at this piece that I created in the Rustic Romance 2021 collection, and it's called Duchess Matte Onyx and Ruby Agate. And I may have mentioned this or worn this in a previous video, but as you can see, it's very, very, very pretty. It has copper hematite, ruby agate. It has Keshi shell stones and matte black in the middle, matte black. And so if you can see what I'm wearing right now, it would match what I'm wearing now. So it has like this more of this ruby in my shirt, and I am wearing another one in my hair also that does match, and I will show you that later. But let me demonstrate how to put this one on. Push it up. You just push it up through, and then I may be looking in the viewfinder just so that I can make sure I'm doing this right so you guys can see it. You put it in the middle of your lock, and then you gently pull it through both sides, nice and gently. And then what I do is I grab with my finger for the rest of it, and then I pull it up. Another one that I have in my hair is called Shift. Let me see. It's called, yes, Shift Ruby Agate Wire Wrapped. And this is another one that's really pretty. And I'd say they would kind of go together. So if you were buying a set, you could put these together. Only this one's copper wire and this one's gold. But it has the squared hematite on this one. And all of this, of course, will be linked below. The next one is one that my model wore in the her photo shoot, and this one is Shift Copper and Black. So it's pretty striking, I'd say, when it's in your hair. Move this out of the way. It's pretty striking when it's in your hair. I hope you can see it pretty good. I'll do a close-up, of course, and I'm going to demonstrate wearing putting this one in. I'm not going to put them all in, but I'll try. So I'm going to grab it here, and I'm going to pull it gently through, gently, 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 and there you go. And see, I'm pulling it up, and I'm putting it here so you could see. I just love the spirals. They're so easy. They're very ready to wear. So as far as like categorizing them, if I had to categorize them, so we said we're going to look at that. We talk about the stones, so we've got the copper and the black. The collection is Vintage Glam for the copper shift. The shift jewels are both from Vintage Glam, and the Duchess is from Rustic Romance. Sizes, you can get, all of them are available for all the sizes. Sister lock, micro lock, large lock. You just have to specify at checkout. If there's not a separate link for it, like a separate posting, then just specify at checkout, or you can send an email saying, hey, I'd like this in micro lock size 4mm, or you can send me a picture of your locks and I can tell you what size will be best for yours, but I have pretty much all the sizes. Like I said, I'm your source for all things like locked door accessories. As far as a price range, these are between, I'd say, $20 to $40. So there's always discounts and things you can get, but for the most part, all of these are priced according to what I originally had to pay for the strand and even some of the strands are different. Like you might have an agate or like a quartz that is just round, and then you might have one that's faceted, and then you might have one that's hand cut faceted. And so when you have these variations, they cost more money to purchase that strand. And of course, the details of all of this is in the post of the actual jewel. So that's how I decide on pricing. My motto for creating jewelry is do what is required for the piece, and not to shortchange anything. If you know that it's going to be a black onyx to create that piece, use that. If you know that it's going to, you're going to have to use a certain kind of Jasper or a certain kind of, I'd say like maybe turquoise, pay for it. Like it just, that's just the way it has to be. Like you can't substitute it for something else. It's just not going to feel right at the end when it's finished. You know, it just doesn't feel right. So, okay, so moving on, let's see what else we've got here. One of my personal favorites is the Queen's Choice, and I was wearing this in another video, I think, yes. This one, I love it. It's on the copper wire, or it's like the vintage, no, antiqued copper. And I absolutely love this. There's one variation of this so far, a sea sediment Jasper, and then there's another one on the way called the Mookite. And I don't know when that one's going to be up, but the sea sediment's already up, so that's available right now. So if I'm going to put this on, I will show you, unless I already have one in. I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't think I do. I'm going to put it on for y'all. But see, you see the copper here? Like, see how these will go together so pretty? So, let me see. So I think I'll just, yeah, I'll put it here. Granted, I think, like, you know, whenever you're like wearing it to go out, you'd kind of figure out where you want to place everything so that it kind of looks like, you know, like it just kind of all just blends a certain way for the set. But let me go ahead and show you this one. Oh, you want to definitely find a lock where it's going to be like not too thick like that. It has to be one that if you shake your head, it's not going to fall off. Yeah, let me see. This might not be the best lock for it, but because I don't think you'll be able to see it, but I'll still put it on. Let's see. So gently pull it through. There. Now, see? This particular piece is one of these spirals, so it's in the spiral category, but it's also considered elite. So any of the pieces that are more complex like this are more high-end elite. I still consider this an everyday piece. Like, I would wear this. I've worn mine every single day. The one that I had in my hair before, I've been wearing it every day. If I'm getting my hair styled, or, you know, if I'm getting it washed and I get it palm rolled or whatever, I usually take it out for that, because pieces like this that cost quite a bit of money, you know, I just prefer them to be off whenever I'm washing them. So anyways, I want to show you one last piece, and then I'm going to wrap this up. This one is called At Dusk. And as you can see, it would still go with a lot of the other coppery pieces that I have in my hair. And At Dusk is Ethiopian brass. It has a copper pearl. It has Swarovski crystal, and it has matte gray hematite in it. And it also has faceted hematite. So this one also, I mean, it's just stunning. And it has copper hematite, it has a Swarovski, a special type of Swarovski crystal, and it has triple rhinestones in it. So this is another one that it's in rustic romance, but it's also, it's in the elite category. So you can shop by elite, like if you want all high-end pieces, when you shop by style, or you can shop by the collection. Okay, so there you go. And as far as what I'm wearing in my hair today, I've got, let's see if I can find this so you guys can see. All this will be listed below. This one is Heirloom. So this is in the Vintage Glam. It's, oh my gosh, I just love this. It's Heirloom Keshi Pearl. And then I have Vintage Treasure around here. So yeah, here's Vintage Treasure. So there's that one. And Vintage Treasure is like smoky gray quartz and pink pearl. So it has the pearl in it. This is another one that will be like more high end, but it's still considered spiral. The way I create my jewelry is I like it to be subtle glam. Like I really love it blending in to your your natural look. You know, I don't want it to be too much in your face. But at the same time, I want people to say, wow, what is that in your hair? Like, you know, I want it to be like a head turner. So anyways, guys, thank you for joining me today. Feel free to leave me questions. Definitely do your shopping. Like, comment, subscribe to this channel. There's going to be so many more of these videos coming up. All right, bye.